Two watches? Are somebody there? Alright, sorry, we're trying to figure this out. I've never done a live video, so we're trying to get it on the computer so my helpers can see any comments or whatever. I can't see. Blake, can you see something on, can you see my phone? Is there comments on my phone?
Nope.
Nope, but you see two watchers? Alright, well we've got two watchers. So give me just a minute. Can you see it in the group, or not? Alright, well, we'll see how this goes. Chase, maybe get behind my phone. If people comment, you could see on the phone.
Hit
Can
the
you?
comment button.
Or not?
I think we're supposed to hit the. Hold on 1 second. It's hard. Like.
Just leave it alone. Forget it. Alright, I'm not going to be able to see your comments or answer unless they figure it out. But it is just about 6 o'clock, so we'll wait and give them just a second, see if we can figure it out.
Oh yeah, I saw the comment. I think.
Did you see a comment? What's it say, buddy?
Chase. I think it's sort of right there. The watchers.
All right.
Chase.
All right, we got it. We got it. We got it. Okay, so they'll be able. I've got some helpers here who can see your comments and will read me off any questions you got or whatever while we're
Jules
going
Youngblood
through
says
this.
hello.
Hello, Jules.
Yeah.
And
Or
Stephanie.
sound.
That's fine. There we go. All right, we're good. All right.
Stephanie
Isn't this kind of cool?
says hello.
Hello, Stephanie. Hello, hello, hello. So I'm super excited. So I've
Angel
done.
said hello.
Hi, Angel. I've done plenty of YouTube videos, and it takes so much time to edit them and get them all on there, but I really wanted to do a tutorial on these sublimation tumblers, so I thought, why not give a Facebook Live a shot, and if this works, then maybe I'll do more lives to do some tutorials. I just don't have time for the video editing right now with everything going on with our shop and all this other stuff, so hopefully this will work out. So tonight, thank you for those who are watching. Tonight we are going to do some sublimation tumblers. So I do a lot of glitter tumblers, you know, the epoxy, the glitter, all that. It's time consuming, it's fun, I love to do it. But these sublimation tumblers, if you have sublimation equipment, is super fast, super easy, and they're pretty fun too. So, in order to do a sublimation tumbler, you do have to have a sublimation printer with sublimation inks. I have an Epson 7710. I have two of those. They print 13 by 19 sheets. They're special sublimation ink. If you don't know what sublimation is, there's tons of videos on YouTube that explain it. I have one on there where we did some towels together. It basically is a special ink, and when heated up, it turns to a gas and it permeates whatever substrate you're going onto. And tonight we're going to go onto some tumblers. So the tumblers that I have, so you will need a tumbler for this. This batch came from Cobra Ink, and I have just got these in this afternoon. This is like a white pearl. They had plain white, they had a pink and a teal, and these all are lighter colors, so they should sub well. Tonight I am going to use this pearly one. That's what I'm going to sub on tonight. Earlier today I did a plain white one, and it turns out pretty good. So on our website I put tons of templates on there that are already pre-made. If you want to jump over there and grab some designs. So you will need your print. You'll need your toaster oven, which when this is over in the links, I'll put links to all the supplies and where I got the stuff. You'll need a toaster oven. I got this one on Amazon Prime Day. It was like 60 bucks. So you'll need your toaster oven, your tumbler, your print, some scissors, a little heat glove. You'll need your heat tape, and I had blue painter's tape on this table that's now missing. So I need my blue painter's tape. Invisible assistant here, and you need some painter's tape. This is Dollar Tree blue painter's tape. You can use masking tape. There is a shrink wrap process you can use to do this. I ordered some, didn't come in, so we're going to use what they call the tape method. So you can either do the tape method or the shrink wrap method. Either will work. So before I get started, the first thing I'm going to do, so it's all heating up, mine my toaster oven doesn't have a preheat setting, so I'm gonna turn it on. I'm gonna turn it on to convection. Where is the function? So I'm gonna turn it on to convection heat. My temperature is going to be 380, and I learned that trial and error method. So the first one I did, this is the very first one I tried, I burnt it terribly. And I was doing like 400 degrees for 7 minutes. It was way too long, way too hot. So I now do 380 degrees, and I do 5 minutes. So since there's no preheat on here, I'm just gonna turn my timer up for like 10 minutes here while we work on getting our tumbler ready to go in the oven. So it'll be heating up. Once we start, that helps. So while mine flashes while it's heating up, and once it gets to that temperature, it'll stop flashing. However, I do recommend, and I have one coming, it's a little teeny tiny thermometer that sits inside your toaster oven to make sure you're getting the right heat. I'm just gonna trust that this thing is the temperature it says it is until my little thing comes. But so if you have one of those, you can make sure that you're the exact temperature you need it. So the first thing you're gonna do is, I'm gonna take the lid off, don't forget. I have my printout, and I can get 2 tumblers on a 13 by 19 sheet, and all of these templates online are sized exactly to fit a 20-ounce skinny. Now, these all manufacturers are maybe slightly different, so you'll want to check your measurements on your tumbler, which I do with a fabric, like fabric measuring tape. I measure the top, measure the bottom, measure the height, and then I just double check on my PNG file, which that's what these downloads are. These are all PNG files, that I'm doing the right size. So you're just going to trim it out flush to the graphic. How are we doing there, boys?
No. We watch us.
All right.
Technically 2.
It's okay. Even if only one person watches. I will put the video up on YouTube, and it'll be in our group for folks to watch later when they get home.
How does 2 watch us?
So this one says, "'Tis the season to sparkle." I'll move that out of the way. So here's my graphic. When you do sublimation, you print mirrored in reverse. And this graphic will fit perfectly around our tumbler. And actually these tumblers are just a teensy bit smaller than the original plain ones I used. So I'm going to, before I start, can I have my pencil back? Sorry guys, my kids took my math pencil, or my husband did. I need my pencil. So my graphic has little stripes on it. So I want to make sure that I line up the stripes when I put the graphic on. So I'm just going to, on the back of my graphic where I can see through the lines, I'm going to mark the top.
Kay Hoffa said hello.
Hi Kay, how are you? I'm going to mark the top and the bottom of the stripe on the top and the bottom of the graphic. That way, when I'm wrapping from the opposite side, I can make sure that my stripes stay horizontal. Okay? So, the top of my tumbler, I'm at the top of my graphic. So, and I'm actually going to flip it over so I can rest my graphic on the ground, and I'm just going to wrap it around here. And it is going to overlap, and you want it to overlap. That's the point. You don't want to have any space or gap on the back edge of your tumbler. Now, I just pulled these out of the box literally a half hour ago, and I can tell, it seems to me that they may have a little bit of a taper to them, and they shouldn't, but these might, because my other ones did not. When I'm wrapping this graphic around, it's not fitting perfectly, but I'm going to make it fit. And hopefully it still works.
Tomato's getting red.
Yep, it's heated up. I'm just going to, wrong button. Just going to turn the timer up a little bit, let it keep running while I get this ready. So I'm lining up my stripes. So I'm going to take my heat tape first. kind of upset that these tumblers have a taper to them, but they definitely have a small taper. But it's alright. Make it work. I'm going to tape just the little top just to keep them together. Actually, there we go. Because you want this to be really snug as you wrap it. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to tape it in a few spots, kind of pulling it as I go to make it tight. And then I'm going to go in, I'm going to seal this whole edge, the whole edge on this back edge with the heat tape.
What's heat tape?
Lost the end.
Why is the oven off?
It's not off, it's still on, buddy. Though you're just not seeing the red. It's just not, it's at temperature, so it just powers down. Alright, so then I'm going to seal the top edge with my heat tape. So I use my thumb and I'm kind of pulling this tight. So this will go around the very top edge of the tumbler. Wasn't quite long enough. Alright, and then I'm going to take that and I'm going to curl those edges all under. So now I've got a nice tight edge on the top of my cup, okay? The bottom is still open because what we're going to do is as we wrap this tape, we're moving any air that's in here out because you don't want air in between your graphic and your tumbler. And sublimation uses pressure. It's heat and pressure. So since we don't have shrink wrap, this is how we create pressure on our tumbler. We'll hope this all works. So now I'm going to take my painter's tape and I'm going to start wrapping that around. And I'm pulling and smoothing as I go to make sure that my graphic is plumb flush against the cup. Okay? I'm going to keep working this tape all the way down until I have the whole tumbler. And I am kind of, I'm giving it a tug to pull it tight. You want it tight. It's okay if it overlaps itself for each other. As smooth as I go. So hopefully this works out because I've never done a live before. So normally if I do a video and everything goes to hell, I can erase it and start over. But I can't on this version now. So fingers crossed that our tumbler turns out really good. Alright, almost to the bottom here. Just keep on smoothing it down. Like 2 more wraps here and we'll be down to the bottom. I'm really hoping these pearly ones give that extra little wow factor. The plain ones are super nice, but people love glitter. They love sparkle. And this will give you an option to do a glitter tumbler that won't take, my turnaround for customers is 7 to 10 days. Christmas time I might have to, even up that because of quantity, but epoxy tumblers take a really long time. And these will help with the last minute shopper folks who don't always seem to allow for 7 to 10 days. Okay, now I left a little bit of the edge open at the bottom because I'm going to go back in with our heat tape and I'm going to seal the bottom with the heat tape, just like I did the top. Pull it tight. Roll it up over. All right, now make sure that stays in there. We have a fully wrapped tumbler ready for our thing. So my thing had run down here, so I need to. I do 5 minutes, and I turn it about every minute and a half. So I know it's boring. It's like watching freaking paint dry. That's what I have to do here. So I'm almost at the 5 minutes. Get my little glove. Now I can do 2. I can fit 3 in at a time, but comfortably I can do 2 where it gives me room to get my hand in there and turn them. It would be really cool if someone had like a heat resistant little turner you could sit them on. They could just spin while they're in there. Little cup rotisserie. But I don't think I have anything that would go in there. So, and I keep it face up, so top up. I'm gonna go ahead and stick it in there. I'll put it in the center. If I'm doing 2, I just balance them equally. And then I wait. And you wait for, I'll let about a minute and a half run by, then I'm gonna turn it like a third of a turn, and then I'll go back in, I'll turn it again, and we'll turn it until the time is up, and then we let it cool at the end. So, I don't know who's all on, who's still on, Chase? Maybe we can, yeah.
4 viewers.
We have 4 viewers?
Well, 3 right now, because they'll count me you as a viewer.
Oh, I get counted as a viewer, okay.
Yeah.
Well, for the 3 folks watching right now, it's okay. I've never done a live. I'm sure once I throw it on YouTube, lots of people will get to see it, so that's my goal.
Now 2.
These are really, really cool. I love these tumblers. All right, so another minute.
Now 1 viewer.
Oh, okay. It's okay.
Yeah, no.
Well, unfortunately, that's all I can do is wait. I don't know how to make it any better. So, now these tumblers with this top, these came from Inkfinite. They came from Inkfinite, and I really like them, and they come with the metal straw. They all range from like $9 to $12 or a tumbler. They do have these sublimation tumblers in 30-ounce size. I got some beer mug ones that can be sublimated. You can also use your toaster oven to do coffee cups. It'll hold, I can get like 6 in at a time if you don't have a mug press. I have a mug press, but I only can do 1 at a time. So there's lots of things you could put in the toaster oven that are sublimation. However, you want to make sure you're using a toaster oven that is only for sublimation, not for food. So I'm going to reach in here and I'm going to just turn it about a third and we'll go back to the All right. You don't want to cook food in this. Once you start using it for sublimation, don't use it for food. You don't want to cook things in there. It does let off some chemicals, and you'll see, it hasn't yet, but sometimes you get a little smoke off of them. Like, I don't know if it's from the tape or from the paper, whatever it's from, clearly it's not something you want around food. So, do use a toaster oven that's dedicated for sublimation and not for fooding. You can get your blanks just about anywhere. There's tons of templates on our website for printing, or there's a bunch on Etsy too. So, a few more minutes. Here's the deal. So these, if I put 2 in there, then I can get 2 done in 5 minutes. I can probably get 4 done and 4 tumblers in an hour done and ready to go on the shelf or ready to go out the door. So if you have your templates already ready on your computer, you just add names, you print them, you wrap them. I'm excited to get the shrink wrap because maybe that is a better method. Turn it in here.
2 viewers.
Turn it in. And then we'll just let it cook for the last 2 minutes or so. see what happens. Again, I haven't used this brand, so fingers crossed. It takes the same heat and temperature and stuff as the one I did this afternoon. So we'll see. I don't know. Maybe I should have tested one before I went live on Facebook, but I didn't. But they turn out really cute. I like them. And you can do full color photographs with people's pictures on them, make photo collages, logos for companies. They won't chip and break like, epoxy tumblers. If you drop them, they're cracked and they're ruined forever. So
I think Julie's Youngblood was I think she was here since the beginning because every time the time would change.
Yeah.
The time would change.
well, thanks for hanging in there, Jules. If you have been on here the whole time, I appreciate it. So
Two people just liked it.
All right.
And the viewers?
What does the two comments mean?
My helpers, by the way, are Blake and Chase. Chase is 10. He is my tech assistant. And Blake is 8, and he is just excited to be online. They love watching my YouTube channel and counting my viewers. They get super excited. So they were really excited to help me with my Facebook Live today. So I guess I get some cool points for doing a Facebook Live. So you can see, I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's like a little bit of like smoke letting off here. And that's coming
right there.
Right, so this is why we don't want to cook in this thing. I don't know what that is. It's not like burning smell. Could just be heat, but we definitely don't want our food in this thing. So I'm just putting a little metal tray here because I'm going to take this baby out. So it says it's done.
There's the smoke.
And we'll see what happens. They don't take terribly long to cool down. I really hope it turned out good because this is the first time using this brand. So I hope that they turn out good. I'll switch hands here and see if I can put just a peek underneath. So I can see color coming through my paper. So I guess that's a good sign that maybe it transferred well, but it's a little too hot still. So I'm gonna let it just chill out for a minute. I want to burn myself. But this is the part that sucks, is waiting
For viewers.
to get it off. So let's just say, screw it. Let's see what we can do while it's hot. I'm going to try not to. Okay. I hope it works. Whew, hot. Hot, hot, hot. All right, don't do this at home. Let it cool off all the way. But that's your warning. But I'm antsy. And I really want to see what's underneath there. Because I've been waiting to get these glitter tumblers just to see if we can,
Your name's not Nancy.
I'm sorry?
Your name's not Nancy, it's Jessica.
Nancy.
I said I'm antsy, not Nancy, you silly.
Oh.
Ignore the peanut gallery, folks. Just be glad they're not fighting and arguing, because I may have threatened them dearly.
No.
All right, let's see.
I want to say a big thanks for the people that came in the beginning that have stayed the entire way.
What, honey?
To the people that came here and then stayed the entire
That's right.
live.
Big thank you to anybody who's watching and sticking with us. Aww, it did turn out cute.
But it looks like that it's already been epoxied.
It does already, look, it does. And this white pearl, like, cup, it's super pretty. I'm sure the video isn't even gonna like give it any justice because you can't see the details in it, but it is super glittery and shiny. I really, really like it. So that's it. That's it. This cup is done. You don't have to seal it. You don't do anything to it. You put on the lid, throw a straw in it, and it is ready to go. So it turned out really cute. You can see in the back, you know, normally where it overlaps, it'll be just a little bit darker. This design hides that really well. So it's You gotta look pretty close to find the seam. So I'm pretty happy with that. But it turned out really cute. So I don't know how well they can see.
3 people just hearted it.
Yeah, turned out cute. So that's it. After the video in the links below, I'll put links to the toaster oven I'm using, the links to the 2 places I've gotten cups from so far. I'm not affiliated with the cup, folks at all, but I will let you know where I get my supplies from. I'll put all those links below, and then I'll throw this on YouTube as well. And then, of course, the links to our website where you can get, I think there's like 20 or so patterns on there. And there's a coupon for this group only. It's $5 off 25 if you buy want to buy any of the wrap printouts. These will also work for water slide wraps for 20-ounce tumblers. So you could use them for both water slide full wraps and sublimation full wraps if you don't have a sublimation printer. That coupon code I will post in the links below too. That's a wrap is what the coupon code is. So I'll post that link as well. So if you want to get some stuff to do some sublimation for the holidays, we'll have you ready to go. So thanks for watching, and I hope to see you guys soon. Bye.